So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you'll be pretty shocked to know that you really don't need much to do that. This is really the, I guess, weapon of choice that people would actually be able to make a really killer YouTube channel. In fact, the camera that this is being filmed on right now is an iPhone 11 Pro. It's a very old iPhone. I think it's like 5 or 6 years. And this here is an iPhone 14 Pro, which is more modern, but yet still not the newest model out there. But the reason why I'm using an 11 Pro is because it works great. So technically you could use an old cell phone, a very old cell phone. And there's not a lot to making YouTube videos today or building a new channel. So this is today's topic, and it's one I want to focus on very heavily on to, I guess, break any of the limitations that you are having in your head that you need something great or you need to spend a lot of money. You probably already have a cell phone with a pretty decent camera. If you have an iPhone, I almost guarantee that that phone would be enough to get you on a channel to get you started. And the reason why I say get you started is you don't need a lot of high-end equipment because you don't know how far you're going to go with this. But you also need to know what you don't know and how much you need to learn along the way for using different processes and different, I guess, activities that you want to get started with. So the gear you need to start a YouTube channel seriously is already probably in your pocket. It's just your cell phone. You don't need anything more. Now I have, again, a cell phone up here. I have a microphone. I have a computer that this is being fed in. And all in all, I really don't need any of this except for the phone that I'm talking on right now. I could do this video just fine without it. I have a green screen behind me, which you don't see because I have it, chroma filled out there with a background put on there. But I could do this with a white wall behind me. In fact, when I first started my YouTube channel on my e-bike channel, I actually just had this white wall that's on the right side of me as my background, and I was just talking really to, I believe it was actually my cell phone or even an old $99 webcam. So the things that we have available to us today are so powerful. They are made for like YouTube. The other thing is you can do all your editing on a phone if you want. Now, if you're not going to do very long videos and you don't need to edit, even more so, you just record right onto your phone and you can upload that right onto YouTube without doing anything more than putting it up there and tagging it. And it can take off. I promise you, it can do really, really well. There's a gentleman out there that I just recently saw who was being interviewed, and he just went in his car and talked about finances and macroeconomics, and his channel is just taking off. He's made, I think there was one month he made $10,000 just from this channel about talking about what he's just passionate about, that somebody told them they didn't care to hear, that he should go talk to somebody else like himself because he was bothering everybody and they were annoyed at how much he kept talking about a subject matter nobody in their office cared about. So this is really one of the best times ever for everybody to have an opportunity to basically share a part of themselves to the world if you want to. I'm guessing because you're watching this channel or this video right here, you are interested in starting a channel. I am targeting a lot more of the 50 and above. That's because that's my age right now. And I do have a small channel that has about 11,600 subscribers about e-bikes. And when I started that one, I just basically just used my computer and screen recorded practically just a spreadsheet and put this little video of a camera that was filming me and put it overlaid on it. And that was the beginning of my channel that really started to take off. Now today I use a lot more equipment because I am riding, so I need action cameras and all this other stuff, and I'll talk about some of these as well. But the main thing that you really need is something that can just capture you in video. And then I think the other thing I would highly recommend that you might want to invest in but not necessarily need to is a microphone. Now here is, I want to show you a very inexpensive microphone set that can be used called it's an Ulanzi, and basically, you have your receiver here. You just stick it into the bottom of an iPhone. Now, this is for an iPhone 14 or older because the 15s actually have a USB-C now. But you just put this in, it's a receiver, and you have two mics as transmitters. So you can put this on you, and you can even put it on a guest, so you can even just do conversation. And these videos do really well. Like, honestly, if you have a funny relative, you can put one of these mics on them, put the other one on you, put the camera out and record both of you just having a conversation that you know would be really funny to hear, that the world might like. And that could be the beginning of your channel. Just use an iPhone and one of these things. I think this was like 60 bucks only. It wasn't that much. I'll have a link below in the description about that microphone specifically. And I don't have the price as well because I don't remember offhand exactly how much it was, but it wasn't that much. And it works fantastic, or at least well enough for you to do recordings like this. Now, if you are looking to start a YouTube channel, please and you're 50 and over and you have all of these things that, you know, are telling you can't do it, please watch the video before this one that I put up. I think it's called Starting Your YouTube Channel in Your 50s or something along that lines. But it will dispel any of the obstacles you think exist, because as I mentioned in that video, it's all in your head, and equipment is not going to be something that's in your way. In fact, if you want, I would say start recording some of your videos now into your phone, and you can always put it up later. And if you need help doing it, ask somebody about it. As I mentioned also in my other video, I am thinking about starting up a live stream where people can ask questions about starting a YouTube channel and get advice. And I'm not huge like everybody else, but I do have a small channel and I do study this a lot. This channel in itself has really simple tech to make these videos. I do use a note-taking program called Evernote to get my thoughts on put in place. I do use an editing software that's super easy. I'll be showing that too, that edits by text, which means it takes your whole, it records your whole video, transcribes it, and all of your mistakes, you can just cut it out like a document, and it cuts the video to take it out at the same time. Pretty cool stuff. So this, in technology that we have today, you really don't even need that. You could actually, if you're going to do simple videos, just record it and upload it the way it is. The more authentic, the better. The less editing, sometimes even the better as well. That's been a new trend. Everybody wants to see authenticity. The reason why some of these older YouTubers just use the phone, and even though the audio sounds terrible in the beginning, but they get better at just knowing that they have to fix the audio, but they grew their channels without even an extra mic. So you can do it too. Just make sure you have a quiet room if you're starting with something like this, and it'll be great. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow and test this theory out, that this is the kind of videos that people might want. And also, if you're interested in actually seeing if a live discussion where you can come in and see the live feed and just make comments and I can answer questions would be interesting to you, I would love to know what dates and times work best for people. I've gone full-time YouTube as of May 1st. That's been 37 days ago, just to test out theories and see how things are, just to get hardcore into it. I may go back to work. But for now, my other channel is supporting us enough, and my wife has been gracious enough to go ahead and just say, go ahead and try this. You never know. So anyway, here's where I'm at. If you want to also be notified of other videos as they come up, be sure to hit that little bell button next to the subscribe so you'll be notified. Thank you again. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and then also comment below. I'll see you in the next video.